All right. What is going on, everybody? We are live here in the After the Review studio. I am your host, Pete. What an incredible wild card weekend we have had. Technically, still one more game, Super Wild Card weekend. Shout out. But we played 5 games so far, 6 games so far. What have we played? 4? How many games have we played? I've lost track over it. It's been incredible so far. 5 games so far. Well. Where do I begin with this? We can start with the worst game of the weekend, I guess. The worst game of the weekend, Patriots Chargers. This just like a complete mismatch over here. Hold on, let me turn down the talking over there. Just a complete mismatch tonight in this one. It was pretty ugly, man. Justin Herbert running for his life. My poor guy, Herbie, got absolutely killed. Killed out there. Caleb Williams is 3-2 against Green Bay. Already more wins than Cutler, Fields, and Trubisky combined. Well, one of them was a meaningless game last year where the Packers sat everybody. But he is 2-1 this year against them. Knob Goblin, Herbert got messed up. Yes, Herbert died out there. It was kind of a hate crime. Zay, what's up? Yes, RIP, our guy Kittle tore his Achilles. I mean, are we gonna, is it time to believe in the electrical plant theory in San Francisco? Like they're just jinxed by this crazy electrical, they got the crazy electrical field going over there. Some voodoo magic or whatever, because everybody is just dropping dead. I don't know how it's possible that they beat the Seahawks next weekend with the bodies they have. I don't know, but it's getting ridiculous there for them. So worst game of the weekend, New England, LA. Herbert got sacked 6 times. It felt like he got sacked 36 times. His wide receivers were a piece of shit. Like, I mean, Ladd McConkey did shit, dropped a big pass on 3rd down. Keenan Allen didn't even look like he wanted to fucking play tonight. Like, he didn't even put his hands up a couple of times to even try and make a catch. Gadsden couldn't be in because they had to try and block, really. He was in early. Hampton tried to give it a go. He was hurt. He was done. It sucks. They were stuck with Vidal. Obviously not as explosive offensively. Taj, what's up? And the Bears lost their tackle for the season. They did. And Edwards, right? Edwards what did Edwards break? His fibula? Pats didn't look like they played well either. Yes, Knob Goblin, they didn't agree. Zim, what's up? Patriots didn't play well at all. Drake May had some first game jitters, definitely. 17-29, 268, a touchdown, a pick, 5 sacks, and 2 fumbles. So 3 turnovers for Drake May in his first game, and he looked really shaky in the first half. They got lucky. You know, you play a dog shit schedule, you get a nice break, you play the 7 seed. It helped out a lot. Because if they played a real team tonight, like they could have competed, I think the Patriots are in real trouble. Their defense did a really good job, but they could have been in real trouble with the turnovers. LA just couldn't do anything offensively. The defense tried to hold out as long as they could. May did have the kind of the ceiling touchdown pass to Hunter Henry, his best throw of the night, which was an absolute dot. The critical play at the end of the half, the no call on the roughing the passer where they bonked Herbert on the top of the head and they just missed it. That was a 3-point swing, and the game was kind of over from there. May did a good job with his legs, just took off 66 yards on 10 carries. Ramondre, a solid day on the ground. He was their leading receiver, 3 for 75. Had the big long one there. Kayshon Boutte, the other big explosive play. So kind of a bad offensive game from the Patriots overall. Well coached, well prepared. They weren't going to let the Chargers offense beat them. The defense almost did. They also had like the weird bounce. May put the ball on the deck again, and the ball almost bounced directly into a Chargers lineman's hand, sprinting down the field for a touchdown that would have made it 16-10 with time left. But it bounced, and it went right to the offensive lineman's. So it was also kind of a bad bouncing night as well for the Chargers. Let's see. No more Jags, no more Eagles. Zin's in a good move. Only way 49ers beat Seattle is if Darnold fumbles every snap and the 49ers recover every one of them. Potentially. Brock Purdy, they're well coached, man. All you could say, I mean, look at the injuries on the San Francisco 49ers. The fact that they are in the second round of the playoffs is an unbelievable. Kyle Shanahan maybe should be coach of the year for the job he's done. I knew the Eagles were going to lose. Oh, Jose's on it. Houston will beat New England, Taj. Yeah, they're going to go to New England if they win. That's a tough matchup for the Patriots, very much so. May looking like Darnold out there. Yeah, except the excuses, Drake May is still a child. Like, that's just, Drake May is a baby. So, he's allowed to have his first game jitters out there. Who you got, Steelers or Texans, Javier? I am going with the Texans tomorrow. I have the Texans in the Super Bowl. Please don't prove me wrong, Houston. May is a pumpkin. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, guys. Niners, Seahawks on Saturday. And then Bears, Rams are going to be on Sunday. Next week. They haven't announced the times. And then Bills, Broncos also on Saturday. The 2-1 seeds are playing on Saturday next week. Third string defense on the Niners. Eagles are bums. It might have been the fourth string defense on the Niners at this point. My guy, Eric Kendricks, making the game-sealing play. Shout out. Sergio, the Denver Broncos are going to win the Super Bowl. I don't know, man. We have to see him play first. Would not be my pick right now. They got their hands full with the Buffalo Bills. So New England takes care of business. Good job. Kendricks is 2024 again, or 2014 again. Yes. Prime Eric Kendricks. Or how about that 2017 playoff run, Eric Kendricks? My man was a god over there. So the last game was the least enjoyable. We'll go in reverse order here. Let's talk about the big upset of the weekend. Niners walk into the defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. The vaunted Philadelphia Eagles. Oh my God, the champs. All we hear from the Eagles fans so far, we're back. Why are you guys not picking us? What the hell? Oh my Lord. Oh, we're the best. Blah, 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 blah. Embarrassing. Pathetic. A bunch of losers. Nick Sirianni, bum. AJ Brown, bozo. Jalen Hurts, trash. Jalen Hurts is the most overrated quarterback in the NFL. He is just dog water, man. Offensive line isn't as good. Defense got bullied a little bit up front. Just a pathetic football team. Kind of a pathetic franchise. It was just like God might be an Eagles fan these days, giving that team a fucking Super Bowl last year. Holy shit. John Harbaugh, now my favorite to be the Eagles head coach. I think the Eagles fire Sirianni. They hired John Harbaugh over there. Hit the like button, guys, if you haven't already. If you're new to the channel, drop a sub. I will gladly shout you out. We got daily sports content. We got our live streams. We got our long-form videos. And we got our shorts. I know you guys seem to be liking my reaction shorts from the stream last night. So we're going to be doing more of those. Sarge, I got the Broncos over the Bills all day. Ooh, he believes in the Broncos. He's a believer. Only one bad game. Yep, toast. You changed your name, by the way, but I like it. I now think the Bills are going to the Super Bowl. Say, yeah, kind of could be a thing. Houston is a good match. Houston matches up well against Buffalo. Houston likes playing Buffalo. So if it's Buffalo, Houston, I would probably lean Houston, depending how they look. But they wouldn't play until the AFC Championship game, obviously. Listen, even God is a Broncos fan. What color is the sunset? Blue and orange. Yeah, he's not, because John Elway was 2-5 in Super Bowls, and he needed to cut a deal with the devil to win those two. Mike Shanahan, and that's why Kyle Shanahan's paying for it, for Mike Shanahan's deal with the devil. Josh Allen went God mode today. Yeah, Josh Allen was pretty good. That throw, I don't think there's going to be enough people talked about that throw Josh Allen made on the last drive of the game. Backpedaling, guy in his face, just whipped it on a dot, 50 yards downfield. Like, that was an incredible throw Allen made today. Why Nick and AJ getting into it? Because they're a married couple. The police have been called several times, and they're going to show back up, and there's going to be someone dead because they're just a domestic couple that are the worst. I just don't see how San Francisco will move the ball in Seattle consistently. Seattle literally drafted Nick and Mawari to combat Shanahan's offense. Well, I mean, it was the Kyle Hamilton role. But, yes, we saw they moved the ball fine. I mean, they beat them in the first game, but that was with their full cast of characters. No Kittle again, no nothing. I mean, I just don't know how anybody gets open. They're going to have to scheme something up. It's not like Darnold played well against Frisco. I agree, though. I think Seattle's probably a clear winner. This game was trash. Both sides looked terrible most of the game. I'm assuming you're talking about Pats, Chargers, not Eagles. Niners. Maybe Eagles, Niners. I don't know. Niners, I mean, I thought the Niners looked fantastic for what they had to do out there. Daniel, cheers. What's up, big dog? John Harbaugh would bring in Zach Orr as his DC wherever he goes. That would be a good help. Josh Allen getting 10 yards. I don't know. He might stick with Fangio. Josh Allen getting 10 yards on Tush Pushes today was madness. Well, I think they were trying to let him score. I don't know. I get pink sunsets. Nice. Hey, let's all gather around and talk about a bunch of guys. Yes, sir. Brent, what else do you do? Nobody wants to talk about girls. They're gross. Pearshaw probably won't play again, and even if he does, it's been a while since he's. That's really the biggest thing you need. Now, they didn't have Trent Williams in the first game. Trent Williams was a big help today. I thought Purdy had enough time out there. He got some decent protection with them. Yeah, I know he's the DC this year, but you could just keep Fangio in Philly. I feel like Zach Orr kind of was, Vic Fangio, that defense ain't a fucking problem. They just need an adult in the room to run the team. Brent better watch his tone. Calm down, Fauci. So yeah, Purdy, 2 picks. The second pick was really bad from Purdy. I thought he just didn't put enough zip on the ball out there. He was under a good bit of duress, though. 18 of 31. They had to throw the ball 31 times. He had 9 carries for 24 yards, a couple of sneaks, a couple of nice runs, the design run at the end of the half that kind of backfired. 15 for 48 for CMC. Not really. This was like a straight drop back and passing game, which is kind of crazy against Philadelphia, but they are good up front. Demarcus Robinson, 6 for 111 and a touchdown, had a big one on the first play of the game, second play of the game. CMC had the game-winning touchdown, had 2 on the day. He was very effective. Kyle Juszczyk kind of filled the Kittle role when Kittle went out, 4 for 49. Not as electric, but sneaky out there. Over there. Jawan Jennings, really the big hero in this game. Jawan Jennings, the 29-yard touchdown pass to McCaffrey. Great throw, great catch. Very similar to the play they pulled out in the Super Bowl. Seattle's D-line is better and has more depth than Philly. They definitely, I don't think they have more depth. They might be a little bit better. Philly's D-line is about as top-notch as it gets. They don't have, Byron Murphy is not Jalen Carter yet. That's pretty fair to say. I think Philly has the depth, too. Seattle's got some guys overall. They're very close. I would say it's very similar. Boys rule, girls drill. Good call, Fauci. Philly fans tweaking on Nick right now. I know. It couldn't happen to a nicer group of people, right, guys? They couldn't be going through a worse thing. Without Kittle, Purdy looked frazzled. Yeah, he had to deal with, it's an in-game adjustment. It's hard. He's the number 1 receiving target. Like, you're throwing to Kittle. He's my number 1 receiving option. He goes down early in the game, like in the middle of the game. Like, it's easier to make that adjustment when you got the full week knowing he's not going to play. Still got CMC. We'll see how they use him next week. Chup. Flame, what's up? Seth, Eagles should have fired Kevin Patullo. They should have fired Nick Sirianni because he's not a good head coach. He doesn't do anything. If you're not good with John, you don't have a job with him, and John helps his friends out, makes up coaching. Well, everybody makes up coaching positions for their friends. But that could be a problem then. Maybe Green Bay. Green Bay could be the fit. Hafley's going to get a head coaching job. So when they let LaFleur go, maybe that's that. And plus you said his daughter's at Notre Dame, so Green Bay a lot closer. They absolutely deserve it. Were you impressed with Jalen Hurts? No, I was anything but impressed with Jalen Hurts tonight. Flame, can I get him on? No, if you ask, you will not receive. OJ. Ew. Eagles need new head coach too. Yeah, I agree, Seth. Hafley blew an 18-point lead. Was that all Hafley's fault? The offense literally didn't get a first down in the third quarter. Feeling Harbaugh to the Giants. Giants, maybe. Dolphins. I think he wanted to see what 2 good teams, what good teams were going to maybe move on from their head coach, because those are better jobs. Like, obviously, the Giants and the Dolphins are not great jobs. If the Packers or Eagles open up, then those jobs are much better. Is Darnold making the Vikings punch air? No, Scuba Steve. Darnold has not been good this year. 25 touchdowns, 14 picks, and a bunch of fumbles. Not good against any good defenses this year. Seahawks defense is great. Do you think Chicago beats the Rams next week? I don't, but I wouldn't be. Chicago. The Rams miss a field goal inside 2 minutes. The Bears pull another game out of their ass. That's how the Bears play all season. But the Rams are clearly a better team than the Bears. They should have no problem moving the football against them. Weather could be the only thing. If it's really cold and snowy, that's a huge advantage. That guy Jaeger, appreciate the sub. Welcome. Yeah, guys, hit the like button if you haven't already. And I can only see public subs, so if you're new here, you dropped a sub, you want a shout out, just drop it in the chat. I would gladly Shout you out. Stinson, RIP, my guy. His ass is sore after that game. Your ass is sore. Your ribs are sore. Your legs are sore. Your knees, everything's sore. Your back sore. You got just blown up. I mean, you never stood a chance. The offensive line is just an embarrassment to football. Are those even professional players on the Chargers offensive line? Never stood much of a chance today. Blame Patullo and Nick in first. Not bad, Seth. Not bad blame. You see the report on Neighbors still in crutches? Yeah, he also had his surgery like really late. I reported it. I said it on a stream when it happened. Like, it was like almost 2 months after the injury, and he hadn't had surgery or just had surgery on it. It was weird. No flame, you ask, you not receive. Niners on top. Yes, sir, Dan. All right. Not there's anything wrong with that, Brent. I heard he was watching film on teams before his interviews. That's smart. His knee might be cooked. Definitely could be cooked. Which you don't want to see. It's another casualty of MetLife. Harbaugh's daughter's at Notre Dame, so Green Bay would be a lot closer. Everyone forgot about Neighbors. I lost big, but I don't give a shit. Yeah, the losing the game is more important. I thought the Chargers defense played pretty well. If they just had any off, I mean, the receivers were a bunch of pieces of shit. The offensive line was a piece of shit. The run game was a piece of shit. Seahawks may cook my 49ers next week. Probably, but unbelievable season for the 49ers. Rams offense should have no issues putting up 30-plus points. I agree. Unless it's like a blizzard or a snowstorm, they should score. Eagles die. Eagles are bad. Plain. You can't be talking shit when your team loses on the same day. Drake MVP May. No, Matt Stafford is the MVP. Sorry. But Drake May had a great season. Yeah, you can't talk shit with the Jag. Knew the 49ers would win. Thank God the Jags lost. I thought the Jags played pretty well today. We're about to get that one. Jalen Hurts traded the Vikings. I'd rather run into traffic, OJ. Don't do that to me. 9 is better than Jalen Hurts. 9 at least gives a shit. Jalen Hurts doesn't even look like he gives a shit. It's okay because the Bills will lose to Denver. I don't know about that. I don't know. Philly had their shot too. Yeah, Philly definitely had their shot, and they blew it. They had the ball in the red zone. 2 bad plays in a row. They say the Rams are predicted to go all the way. Any insight? I also have the Rams going all the way, so that's my insight. I don't feel as confident after watching them play the the Panthers. I had Chargers on the brain, boys. After watching them play the Panthers, but I do like the Rams. The Rams are still a very good team. I kind of would have preferred if they were in Seattle next week rather than Chicago. But it is what it is. They also could have been they also would have been hosting. Guys, oh my God, if the Packers didn't blow that game, the Rams would be hosting the 49ers this week. Holy smokes. Drake May not winning the MVP. My boy McConkey couldn't do a thing. Yup, and he dropped the ball. He dropped that 1 third down that he should have got it. Was it Kellen Moore the reason they won the Super Bowl? I think it was maybe the insane roster they put together. Kellen Moore is a very good coach, clearly. And they just, like, even the apathy of the team couldn't get in the way. They were also kind of hungry still, I think. You know, they had a longer offseason after getting bounced in the first round. They lost the Super Bowl to the Chiefs. And Saquon Barkley was amazing. I mean, he wasn't getting touched 5 yards downfield. Jalen Hurts could park a camper back there. It was all they needed. Bills 49ers Super Bowl, lock it in. Try go crazy. Philly sucks. Josh Allen will be traded to the Vikings if they get knocked out of the playoffs. I doubt. The 0 chance Josh Allen ever gets traded in the prime of his career. Stafford's game-winning drive was poetic. It was a thing of beauty. Niners not making the Super Bowl. Yeah. Bears are magical. I can't lie as a Lions fan. Yeah, but so are the Lions, and you see how far the magic goes. Cam Newton is the worst insider ever. Stupid hats. His hats are insanely dumb. Even though the hat he wore to the Panthers game was okay because it had a bunch of, like, Panthers on it, I was okay with that one. With that defense, the Rams are going to be tough to stop. Their defense didn't play great against Carolina, and you can throw on them, but I think it is a good combination. They have a good combination, and they have great experience, good coaching. Is water wet? No. Do they have to extend 9 next season? No. He's only in year 3 after next year, so they don't even have to do anything. Bills 49ers sounds right. Ooh, Marcus on it. Eagles need new offensive coordinator, new head coach, defense. Their defense is fine. It's beer 30. It's not beer 30. I'm not drinking yet. We'll be drinking in 2 Mondays from now. The Jags lost today. Hurts so bad. Sorry, Bliss. Go Dub Bears. That was all over the place, Bulldog. We'll see if the 49ers can stop that Seahawks rushing attack. They did a pretty good job the first game. I mean, they did just play last week, guys. I thought the defense, I think that, and the Niners didn't really, I mean, the Seahawks didn't really do much offensively. They did enough against, I mean, the Niners offense just got killed out there. Hurts reading stoicism quotes all night, not sleeping, I bet. No, he's going right to bed. He's not even bothered that they lost. I kind of want Mr. Fabulous to win a Super Bowl. Oh my God. Hell no. Bears fans are already starting to get insufferable because they won that game. JJ McCarthy should be playing in the XFL. Don't know ball wound. JJ McCarthy was pretty good this year when he was healthy. I hear a lot of people talking about this today. Maybe a hot take. I think Tony Romo was an elite commentator. He's gotten worse. He used to be a lot better. Tom Brady's become an elite commentator. Tom Brady's been excellent this year. So shout out to Tom Terrific. But I like Romo still. Been a band fan for 53 out of my 57 a year lives. So yeah, go to Bears. It's not go to Bears. You just say duh Bears. Or you say go Bears. You don't say go duh Bears. If you win first team All-Pro at your QB, you're 95% chance of winning MVP. Yeah. Wasn't Allen Lamar last year? Didn't Lamar get first team last year? But that was like a super close race. Who y'all taking for the Rams-Bears? Rams. Zesty, and Fabulous. God, you guys are such a bad influence on me. All right, smash that like button if you haven't already. Drop a sub if you're new here. We got the best daily sports content for you guys. So, Eagles get pooped on. Pathetic franchise, pathetic team. My guy Devontae Smith played well. Dallas Goedert had the touchdown. Saquon tried. This team sucks. Their play calling sucks. Everything sucks. They're terrible. This game kicking us off of the day. Fun game. Fun day. Let's go. Let's go. Eagles have an easy schedule this year, 2026 schedule. They still got a first place schedule. I don't know how easy it is. Do you think the 49ers were fully healthy, they'd be your Super Bowl pick? It's crazy how if the 49ers were fully healthy, they would definitely be one of my I would definitely consider it. They would be a Super Bowl team if they had 25% less injuries. I think they could be a Super Bowl team. Stoics are legendary. Yeah, but you have to actually give a shit. You need to be the JJ McCarthy stoic, not the Jalen Hurts stoic. JJ McCarthy's ass, fine. Last 3 games he played. Bears beat the Packers 2 out of the 3 matches, but they did. Barely, but barely. 2 insane chokes by the Packers to win the last 2. Lamar got first team last year and Josh won MVP. Yeah, that was probably the only other one that happened. And that was an insanely close race. This race is not very close in the Vegas odds. We can look at the NFL MVP odds. Because you know who doesn't like losing money? It's Las Vegas and the sports books. What the hell? Can you not bet MVP odds anymore? Can I not bet MVP odds? When is this? 165? This is not. It was like minus 400 Stafford. Here we go. DraftKings. Does DraftKings still have it? They do not. Futures. They don't have it. I guess they took it off. You can't bet it anymore. Oh, well. Stafford was heavy favorite before they took it off. Rip. I hate Bills fans. Why? All commentators suck. That's not true. Shout out Tom Brady. Collinsworth, Buck, Michaels are the worst. See, those are... Al Michaels is checked out. Chris Collinsworth is good. Joe Buck's good. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman are probably the best duo. Hit the damn like button or Trevor Lawrence will be your quarterback. I thought Trevor wasn't great today, but he wasn't terrible. Troy Aikman wins award for worst commentator. I watched the Mannings make fun of each other over him any day. Well, I'd watch the Mannings make fun of him. But pretty unanimously in this world, everyone likes Aikman and Buck. Aikman's insights are really good. Being a Bears fan, I'm going Bears over Rams. Well, you kind of have to. Lamar was first team All-Pro, but it was first time a QB All-Pro and not win MVP since 98. Yeah, there you go. Uh-oh. Titans are going to win the Super Bowl next year. No shot. The same franchise that fired Mike Vrabel. Texans may beat the Steelers. I expect the Texans to beat the Steelers, Seth. Off topic from playoff talk, but who do you think the Lions should get as an OC? I want McDaniel. Yeah, that's probably the best hire for them. Austin, let's go. Buffalo. POV, hold it down. Great reference in. Unbelievable. Another hot take is Chris Collinsworth is a beast. Chris Collinsworth is a very good wide receiver too. Dante Moore's staying at Oregon because he's afraid of getting drafted by the Jets, or maybe because he only has 13 college starts. That could also be a problem. But he should. Best duo is Nance and Romo. There's a Nance and Romo one. Let's see. We getting spammed, or are they just being spammed? If I'm the 49ers, I'm doubling JSN and letting any other Seahawks. Yep, that's exactly what I'm doing, Taj. Perfect. Could have said it better myself. It's exactly what I'm doing. Doubling JSN and make Darnold throw to somebody else. I like Troy Aikman a solid amount, but I think Buck is overrated. That's fair. Let's talk about this game. This game was awesome. Buffalo goes into Jacksonville and snatches their hearts. The Jags, a great season, had to come to an end. Kind of an ugly football game early. I mean, Josh Allen literally was going to die early in this game. He was in and out of the medical tent. He got beat up. He's getting concussion checks. He's getting his legs checked. He ran the ball 11 times for 33 yards, had the 2 touchdowns on the sneaks over there. There was a lot of physical play. My man is black and blue over there. 28-35, 273, 1 touchdown. Pretty much covered everything. Mommy, appreciate the jewels. Please, what's up? Let's go, Buffalo. Was there a report on his hand, or is he all good? I think everything is just hurt. Doc, I don't know. I'd have to check. I know everything was hurt. He said the ankle's also never going to be better, or the foot. He's just broken. Josh Allen might die for this Super Bowl. I thought Moore should have went back to Oregon before the Indiana game. I think you wait till the last minute to make that decision. Yo, GG's, please, with the GG's. Let's go. The Jags is super physical man at one point. I thought Mitch Trubisky was going to have to come in. Yeah, Josh is Superman, dude. You got Bills or Broncos. I got to take the Bills. On principle, I have to take the Bills. Toward all time for Josh, yes. He pretty much did everything offensively. They did score 27 points against a very good Jaguars defense. James Cook was not great on the ground. They didn't give him a whole lot of carries. Khalil Shakir, 12 catch for 82 yards. Cook's 3 for 58, including a big one out there. Keon Coleman with the one kind of broken play over there. Knox, okay. Kincaid, okay. They combined for a decent amount with the Tuds over there. 1 for 14, like nobody else. Gabe Davis got hurt in this game as well. Ray Davis fumbled the kickoff. First of all, Jacksonville, you're up 7-0. They just fumbled the kickoff. You got to kick that field goal. You got to go up 10-0. You can't go for that 4th down there. You just have to go up. It's the first half. Kick the field goal. That was a running theme of this weekend, guys. Kick the field goal. So many coaches were unnecessarily aggressive early in these games. First down, not taking their points, not taking the field. And they were getting stopped on 4th down. Take your points, guys. It's not that difficult. Okay, it's a little difficult, but it's not that difficult. Just take your points, man. Bear down, we own the North talk. They are the last NFC North team remaining, but they had a losing record in the NFC North this year. So I guess they're 500 now because they put the Packers 3 times. Dalton Kincaid needs to step up versus the Broncos. Trade JJ. JJ had 2 go-ahead touchdown drives against the Bears this year. If we don't blow the kick coverage, the Bears are a wild card team and the Vikings win the division. Sometimes life be like that sometimes. Take the free damn points, especially early off of a turnover. Take your points off of a turnover. Take your points. The Bills fucked up. They fumbled the kickoff. You're up 10-0. You have a lot of momentum. You're at home. You're feeling good. Take your free points. I was okay with the Chargers going for it. See, tonight I was okay with the Chargers going for it. Now, it turned out to not work, but it was early in the game. We didn't know what offensively things were going to look like. Go for it at the 2-yard line. Get the touchdown. Because if you get stopped, I thought the defense had looked good against the Patriots. They could maybe get a quick 3 and out, get the short field. Doesn't really matter that much. So I was okay with that one. I'm okay with some of them. Other times you got to take your points. The Bears last night passed on so many points out there. Ridiculous. Everyone trying to beat Dan Campbell. It's not necessary to take the point. It's not necessary to take the points. I think everyone's trying to beat Ben Johnson. I think it's a Ben Johnson thing, not a Dan Campbell thing. Dan Campbell has now adopted it, but I think it started as a Ben Johnson thing, honestly. Cry, Eagles, cry. Pablo, yep. That's not even English, but okay. I'm scared for the Broncos game. I think the Bills are going to be okay against the Broncos. I think the Broncos are overrated. Tyler Loop scared the shit out of every coach. Fair. He is a rookie, though. They trust... I would trust like reasonable kickers. Like Jacksonville, you have Cam Little. Now, Cam Little did miss a field goal, but he probably shouldn't have. Probably, like, he shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't even have had the kick. They shouldn't even have got the playoff. It was kind of a stupid end to the half there for that. Ben Johnson has huge nuts. What? Bear down. Thanks, Talk. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Enjoy it. Hey, man, enjoy it. All you can do is enjoy it. This is my message for Bears fans. I'm giving you a message. Don't turn into Lions fans. Don't turn into Eagles fans. Don't turn into what Patriots fans have been. Don't turn into Broncos fans. Don't turn into Jags fans. Don't talk reckless. Just be happy and humble. They were not supposed to make the playoffs this year. They had a great season. They won the division. They won a playoff game. This is an insanely flawed team that is living on borrowed time. Just take it for what it is and enjoy it. You start talking, we're winning the Super Bowl, we're going out, it's going to blow up in your face. It never ends well. I've watched this league a long time. Be humble, good things happen. You know who hasn't talked shit this year? The San Francisco 49ers fans. And the 49ers fans are being rewarded. The Rams fans been pretty quiet. Rewarded over here. It's just, you got to be realistic. The Bears got better karma because they faced the Packers fans because the Packers crowned themselves NFL champions after week 1 against the Lions. Bad karma. You know who's been humbled this year? The Bills. They get a little rewarded against the Jaguars. The NFL works in magical ways. Washington, they were super humble last year after they beat the Buccaneers. They were just happy to be there. What did they do? They got to beat the Giants. Denver can play press man and rush 4 and get to Allen, but Buffalo probably wins because they do have the better QB at the end of the day. Yeah, and Denver really can't run the ball. He really can't run the ball at all. And they don't have a good second quarter. They really can't play press man on the second quarter, but they'll put PS2 on Surtain. I guess Brandon Cooks might have to be the guy. Ben Johnson did shake his hand. Wait, what do you mean don't turn into Lions fans? What do? They turned into reckless. The Lions fans became insanely reckless last year and kind of this year, but the last 2 years they were insanely reckless. They acted like they weren't the shit stain of the NFL for my entire life. And they acted like they were going to win the Super Bowl. They were the best team. They went 15-2. Sam Darnold shit his pants. Couldn't hit wide open receivers to win the division. And they got fucking bounced right out. It's never easy, guys. It's never easy. When you think it's easy and we're going to coast to a Super Bowl, that ain't how this bitch works. It's never easy out there. There's no wire to wires out there in the NFL. Be humble. At least Sam Darnold broke the curse. See you in 2 weeks. Good thing is actually true this time. He didn't do anything. His defense did everything. I'm able to talk shit and not be humble, Peter. Well, you have 3 Super Bowl rings. So at that point, you've won the thing. You've done the thing. You did the thing. Now, Chiefs fans also weren't talking shit this year. They're just like, we suck. Rams don't have many fans. True. I mean, they all live in LA, and there's a lot of people in LA, so maybe by a numbers point they do, but percentage point they don't. Every 49ers fan, no, I talk crazy. You got to go see. I'm just telling you the rules. Be humble. Be humble. You can talk reckless when your team's great. Be humble when your team is not that good and they're winning and having a lucky season. They're having luck. I mean, 7 wins in the final 2 minutes. Guys. When losing in the final 2 minutes. If the Bills win the Super Bowl, I will jump onto a table. I'll jump onto a table live on stream if the Bills win the Super Bowl. There you go, guys. How about that? There's your bet. You don't have to be humble when you have 3 of them things. Denver defense going to give Allen fits all day. Denver's defense actually not that good. Nicholas, not as good as everyone thinks it is. It's been really bad the last 6 weeks. Their EPA is towards the bottom of the league. Lion fans are the new Philly fans. I mean, Philly fans will always still be the Philly fans, but you can't. Yeah, I agree. You can't stand it. You're just saying that about Lions fans because you're a Vikings fan. No, I'm saying that's because it's true. Lions fans have acted reckless the last 2 years. You got to be humble when you were you were literally the Cleveland Browns. You're not a franchise. You're a shit stain. You can't act like that when you have your first taste of winning ever. Hardest play in the playoffs is Denver. I'm trying to think what's left. I think Seattle might be harder to play in than Denver. Maybe the altitude wise, but from a home field advantage, I think it's probably Seattle. Lions fans act like they were Super Bowl champions before they were even Super Bowl champions. Sean Payton will make life hell for those Buffalo Bills linebackers, but we shall see. Sean Payton, insanely overrated. Vikings sucks. Garbage. Yes, half a game out of the playoffs, Steel City. Good call. Worry about your game tomorrow night. Is Darnold the exception on those rules? No. No exception for anybody on the rules. Steel City, you talking crazy shit, man, for a team that hasn't won a playoff game in 11 years. 10 years now. Old man retiring with a Super Bowl would be dope. It would be funny. It'd be funny if Rodgers played the Bears in the Super Bowl and beat them. That would be really funny. That's an insane level troll that I might be down for that. Me and my dad have a joke. If the Bills start losing, we turn off the game because apparently we're just, hey, man, everyone's got their things. I'm all for that. My friend who's a Chiefs fan will literally only watch the game from his phone, like on the ESPN, like refresh the app and check the play-by-play if things are going bad. Is Stafford better than Goff all time? Yes, it's not even close. They're not even in the same universe. Matthew Stafford's going to be a Hall of Famer. Jared Goff will never sniff the Hall of Fame. Next year, Super Bowl Bengals versus Falcons. I'll believe it when I see it. Those are the two teams that are always the team of the offseason. Rodgers going to throw over 400 yards tomorrow. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it against that Texans D. January, bang, bang. Niner gang love. Yup, Niners with a huge win. You would love to beat Seattle. They're probably not going to beat the Seahawks, but an incredible season for the Niners given the circumstances. RIP, our guy, George Kittle. He's got a point. Vikings are trash. The Vikings. Does anybody know the Vikings had a winning record this year? Like, people just not know that. The Vikings finished half a game out of the playoffs because of the clock operator in Dallas. And we're literally 50 seconds away from winning the division. That's crazy. Jay, welcome back. Go Bears. Bears, Patriots. There you go. Duh, Bears. Cry, Eagles, cry. Yes, Steel. Eat one. Of course, the Steelers fan would say that. There you go. Raves Henry. Detroit, dumbest franchise ever. Stafford won a Super Bowl. Stafford did win a Super Bowl. We need Brian Flores. Looks like you're getting Clint Kubiak, though. Texans will beat the Steelers 24-18 tomorrow. Like the call. Philly's offense so bad. So bad. I know you enjoyed that, Taj. I know you enjoyed watching the Eagles go down. All my Cowboys friends were in heaven right now. How can Goff not sniff the Hall of Fame? He was the number 1 overall pick. That's me. Literally where you're drafted means nothing for your Hall of Fame career. Like, that means literally nothing. Literally nothing, Pac-Man. Tom Brady was the 201st pick in the draft. The greatest quarterback of all time. You have to be a thing. You timed him out. Yeah, good call. Good call. Don't say that shit. Steelers 24, Texans 17. All right. J. Fry, Eagles fry. Ooh, I like that one. Anybody have some roasted eagle? I don't think you can eat roasted eagle. Gonna be real as a Lion fans. Vikings are scary. How do you go 9-8 with 9 and Brosmer? Impressive as shit. Imagine them with Burrow next year. Yeah, Burrow and Flores. We're going 17-0. What are you talking about? Vikings haven't done nothing since Moss. The Vikings. What? Vikings have been to 6 championship games since Moss, which can't win the NFC championship game. You think Salah? I think it's going to be an offensive guy. It's going to be who Lamar likes. Philadelphia blew it up. They're going to blow it up. Niners going to win the Super Bowl. They are absolutely not going to win the Super Bowl. Hope and prayers cannot get you over the hump. They just don't have the bodies. If they beat the Seahawks next week, it'll be one of the most impressive wins ever. They just don't have the bodies. They just don't have the bodies to play in the playoffs against these great teams. I should say good teams, not great teams, but it's been an incredible season. Pac-Man rage baiting, I don't know if that's true. San Francisco trying to be a home Super Bowl squad. It would have been nice. Joe Montana is the greatest. No, Tom Brady clears Joe Montana. I hope to be 199. Thank you, Shady. 201, 199. Pretty close. I know it wasn't 200. I hope they beat the Seahawks. I wouldn't mind it. I hope they beat them too. But I just don't think it's going to happen. F them shitty birds. Now my hate watch towards the 49ers losing. It was difficult rooting for the 49ers today as a Cowboys fan. Yeah, but definitely the lesser of two evils. It was kind of like me last night. I didn't give a shit. I guess I would rather, yeah, if it was like, I don't know, I'd have to think about it. If it was like the Saints versus the Packers or the Bears or the Lions, I would probably have to go for the Saints, but I fucking hate the Saints. 49ers destiny to finally win a Super Bowl to avoid 4 straight Super Bowl losses against Buffalo, trying to avoid 5 losses in a row. All right, Turtles. I like the call at least. Tua banged up Frisco team and they still beat the Eagles. Yup. There's nothing wrong with that. Jesus. Says the Vikings fans. What? What? I just listed facts. Can't beat the Seahawks. Not gonna. Haters gonna hate. Nobody's hating. See, this is the problem. You're falling into it. You're being a delusional fan. This is an incredibly impressive thing. The Niners team is fucking terrible. Their defense is dog shit. They have 3rd and 4th. Eric Kendricks made the game-stopping play today. He was unemployed. Taj with the 5. Let's go. This is good luck to Darnold next week. I hope he throws for 300 yards and 5 TDs. Oh, I will take the 5 for that. So good wishes on Darnold and hate. Taj sends his hate to Seattle. Montana over Brady is such a 2012 take. That is true. Tom Brady did win a few more Super Bowls after that. They beat the Eagles. Anything that happened. The Eagles are not the Seahawks, though. The Eagles can't tie their shoes offensively is the fucking problem. And they lost Kittle today. I don't want Brian Flores. I don't know. I want a defensive-minded head coach. Offense. I get it. I agree. I totally agree. Saints suck. Saints actually finished the season pretty good. They have a good quarterback. Mahomes over Brady. Rage bait. He's rage baited, guys. Don't fall for his rage bait. Gonna be honest, I think Jordan Love has taken the crowd of the most overrated quarterback from Jalen Hurts. Nah, try. Jordan Love at least was productive yesterday. Jalen Hurts wasn't even productive today. It's Jalen Hurts. I had Love over Hurts. Love was at least productive and had plays yesterday. Jalen Hurts couldn't do anything today. And the Bears defense is as bad as the 40. Those two defenses are on the same level. See, we don't own these teams. Y'all sensitive. W. Taj, yes, sir. I can't say if you count a ring. He's trolling, Zay. He's trolling. Don't let him rage bait. Sorry, Bears can't even beat the Niners. Can't beat the Niners. Vikings added 2 male cheerleaders. Yeah, this is why we didn't make the playoffs. My hate watch has been 3-1 in the playoffs so far. Only team who won was the Bills. And that's like not the worst. Is that like a bad hate watch? Like how much you really hate the Bills over there? It's obvious. You're obviously much more of an NFC hater as a Cowboys fan. Eagles can't catch a pass and they can't throw. He's trolling. Brady Hall of Fame, of course. Greater coach, Vince Lombardi or Bill Belichick? Probably Bill Belichick. But I mean, Vince Lombardi was first. But probably Bill. Bill played in a much harder time to win in football and be dominant. Hurts is Bo Nix, put darker skin. I think, yeah, sure. Bo might even, Bo's pretty bad too. Hurts might be a little better, but he's older. Still got the dub. Yeah, win good. Yes, we actually had 2 male cheerleaders. It was a disaster. Why do you even ponder passing? I can agree. You can take a knee and try a 56-yard field goal. This isn't Detroit, man. This is the Super Bowl. All-time great call. Shout out PA. And we got a 12-man out of the huddle penalty off of a timeout, just like the fucking stupid Packers getting to delay a game out of a timeout. Broncos going to send the Bills home. Bo Nix, that dude. Bo Nix is not that dude. The Bears are better than the Vikes. They're actually even with the Vikes. We split this year. The Vikings had them beat both times, too. I'm moving to Minnesota. Good call, Super Mike. Super Mike, I better see thousands and thousands of dollars of super chats for no reason whatsoever after you do that. Fabulous. Hurts is dark. Bo Nix is kill and try. I like that's a good one. Jalen Hurts is the black Bo Nix. The Vikings can fix. No more fixing, evil. No more fixing. Bill does have 8 Super Bowls. Is it 8? I thought it was 9. I thought he had 2 at the Giants as a DC. We'll see. Denver will win. Maybe. I just don't think they will. Matthew, go Bills. Sir, nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. Tebow better than Bo. I don't know. Let's not get that crazy, Turtles. After 49ers lose next week and Josh Allen is next on my hate watch. Okay. Who's after? What happens if the Bills and the 49ers lose? Are you just going to be happy? Todd's just going to be happy. Geno Smith is a Redskin next season. Lock it in. I want to repair a QB to have on our team. Well, we were going to repair Trevor Lawrence, who went 18 of 30 for 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 picks. The last pick, not a great pick. Kind of forced the ball early in the drive to make the comeback. I thought he had a couple of really nice throws. I thought he had a couple of Trevor Lawrence plays. ETN was fine. They couldn't run the ball as good as I thought they would, but Tootin was a good ad. Tootin 4 for 51. Very nice. Trevor 6 for 31. Parker Washington got banged up, but still had 107 and a tud. Jose, bro, we did it. Yes. The Patriots did technically win. Didn't play very well, though, on offense. Luckily, the Chargers' offensive line may be made up of you and me. So, good to get the first game jitters out of the way for Drake May in that kind of situation. ETN also had 49 yards receiving. BTJ caught a touchdown. Fuck me. Where's my fantasy season? Who are the Vikings drafting in the first round? I don't know yet, Matthew. Haven't fully dove in. I like Jeremiah Love. I don't know if he'll be there. Gerard McCood, the corner out of Tennessee. How is Bo Nix bad when the team is 14-3? Wins are not a quarterback record. Wins are not a quarterback stat, Pac-Man. Wins are not a quarterback stat. If Buffalo wins the Super Bowl, I'll never watch football. That seems aggressive. Kirk Cousins is a Viking. Definitely feels like he could be back. 2 is a Giants CC and 6 is the Pats head coach. There you go. 8. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I was thinking Brady hit 7. There you go. I was always thinking the Patriots had 7. I can't even keep track. I feel like I thought Brady had 8 Super Bowl rings. I'm happy if both the Bills and 49. That's it. There you go. Niners lost Kittle, but might get Fred Warner back sometime within the next 2 weeks. TB, will they need him back next week? Because I think that's going to be it if they don't. Chargers not. Oh, chat skipped. Chargers not ready. I think they're just really bad on offensive line. Yes. Is T-Law a good QB? Like top 10? I mean, no. He's not top 10. Travis Hunter was a complete no-show today. Very disappointed with him. Nice troll, Pac-Man. Travis Hunter hasn't played in 2.5 months. T-Law buns. After Saleh leaves for a head coach position, Shanahan should hire Eberflus as his new DC. Luckily, the playoff schedule for us is the easiest in the NFL. No, I think the Texans are a tough draw next week. If they get the Texans next week, Hector, appreciate the sub. Welcome. Hector Soto. I went to school with Hector Soto. No, I mean, the Texans are good. I mean, that's a tough game for them. You got the 2 seed. You got to play the Chargers. That was the win. Because it won't count when we win in the playoffs because we have the easiest playoff schedule too. No, you got to play the Texans. You got the 7 seed. You drew the Chargers. You can't tell me the Chargers. I mean, that offensive line was horrendous today. You can't dead-ass play. You dead-ass aren't arguing, Jose, that the Patriots played good today. Their offense was not good today. They had 3 turnovers. They should have had 4. The fumble got a good bounce on the last fumble. That almost bounced for a scoop and score to make it a 1-score game late. I think the Bears can get to the Super Bowl. I don't. Their defense isn't good enough. But they got to play Sam Darnold and the Niners? Maybe. I guess. I think that defense is going to fuck them up, though. I could see them beating the Rams. There's a world where I see them beating the Rams. But T-Law was the first pick. That doesn't matter. That's perfect. It makes him a bust. Matt Stafford is bad in cold weather. He does struggle. I don't know what the temps looks like. Tell that to Sam Darnold. Tell what are we telling to Sam Darnold? Sam Darnold, 14 wins. Yes, bad. The Vikings are drafting another male cheerleader. You got a weird obsession with male cheerleaders, bro. Do you think the Dolphins and John Harbaugh be a good fit? Yeah, I think it'd be fine. They need another franchise that could use an adult. The Vikings need a running back badly. They could definitely use a running back. I thought the combo was fine this year. The offensive line, again, we need a corner, too. We need a corner. Jake Tonjes is better than Kittle anyway. Niners are fine. Jake Tonjes is not better than George Kittle. Don't ever speak that ever again, Try. I'm going to punch you into the sun. Josh Allen deserves it after crying every loss to the Chiefs for the last 6 years. Nice bait. I'd prefer Downs over Love in the draft. Caleb Downs is not going to be available at pick 18. Everybody wants... What is up with these fucking Viking fans? Everybody was like, we want Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs isn't making it out of the top 10. In no universe is Caleb Downs making it out of the top 10. T-Law is trash. Wait, Travis is hurt? I didn't have him in fantasy. He's been hurt for months. And all we do is win. Stafford played like shit too, but he's the MVP. Stafford played better than Drake May. What? Who do you think will win the Super Bowl? My pick was Rams over the Texans, and we got to stick to it. Thoughts on the Panthers? Feel like even though we lost, we silenced doubters saying we shouldn't be there. Yes, Zaddy. Zaddy, good win. Good Panthers, a team that can hold their head high. I thought the Panthers played very well. I thought Bryce Young was really good in that game. Had some bad moments, but had some very good moments as well. I think the Panthers are like, you know what? They played really well at home. They have a very good head coach. It was not a good football team. They were not a playoff caliber team realistically. But this year, maybe they were with what the fields looks like. On a normal year, no. But they played hard. They played well. Had a chance to win it. They're heading in the right direction in Carolina. Now, Bryce Young still has I still have concerns. He is kind of too small for me. I'd rather be lucky than good. I agree, Evil, but you got to be lucky and good to win the Super Bowl. You can't just be lucky. You got to be lucky and good. Obviously, Jacoby was after the fact, but on paper, Jags wide receivers insane. BTJ, Myers, Hunter, Washington, Patrick, De'Ami Brown sucks. I don't know what they're going to do with Travis Hunter, but yes, they have a good three. Parker Washington, BTJ, Jacoby Myers. Potentially, what are we doing with Travis Hunter here as a top 4 is very good. You think Green Bay is going to fire LaFleur? I do. Puka will eat against the Bears secondary next week. True. Puka eats against every secondary. Mike McDonald will not go conservative. True. He kind of doesn't trust his offense, though. He might go conservative because his defense. They don't go for it on 4th down at all. They'll kick the field goals, and they'll play defense. Then we trade up to get downs. I'm not trading up to get Caleb Downs. I'm not paying that price to get a safety. Is A.J. Brown... If we wanted a safety, we could have taken Malachi Starks over... Or Nick Mawari over Donovan Jackson. Is A.J. Brown dead money next season at $90 million? That's a great question. Let's look at A.J. Brown's contract. A.J. Brown is going to get traded, I think. He's not going to get cut. Let's look at A.J. Brown's contract. A.J. Brown is a... Nope, they can get out of him for 31 dead after this. They can get out of A.J. Brown's contract for 31 dead. After next year, after 26. He is a 72 dead next year. Yes. 72 dead, $23 million cap hit. Yo. Where is over the cap? Over the cap. Can I do, what's the, okay, $43 million dead cap. They save $7 million if they trade him after June 1st. Post June 1st trade, they save $7 million against him. It only cost them $16 million on the cap. So there you go. They can trade him post June 1st for 7 dead. Or for 16 dead. They save 7. I'd be shocked if Caleb Downs... Yeah, so would I. He's not. I'm happy the Eagles are not in the playoffs anymore. Yeah, Matthew, I think everybody but Eagles fans are. Also, Eagle fans were talking shit, and they are not here. They said they would be here. They said they're going to be back when they win the Super Bowl. I said, be back when you lose, and they are not here. Where are my Eagles fans at? They are not here. It'll take not worth it for that far back. It's 8 picks. My cousin said he would pay me back when Herbert gets a playoff win. I'm shivering, and my lights just went out. True. Bills will beat the Broncos, but our run defense is buns. Good thing the Broncos don't really run the football. As a Bear fans, we got the Rams in a bag universe. I would not be that confident with the way that defense is. I would not be that confident with 7 wins in the final when losing in the final 2 minutes. You play Russian roulette enough, sometimes the bullet goes off. I guess the Vikings are probably getting Tua because that's the dumbest thing that could happen after Flores leaves. I don't think the Dolphins can get rid of Tua. He's too much dead money. He's just going to be like Kirk Cousins this year, an expensive backup. The only Downs Vikings will get is Josh Downs. How about Josh Dobbs? Remember when he cost us Drake May? Fuck Josh Dobbs. Prediction where he gets traded? 0 idea. Buffalo. Just for fun. No, they're not going to trade for a diva. New England with Mike Vrabel. He'll go to New England. Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel didn't want to trade him from Tennessee. So who are the Vikings picking next draft? No idea. Ghost Hunter, good to see you alive. What's up? At least the Eagles lost. I'm sure you feel better about that. 29 Hurts dead money is insane. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Dak's dead money next year is 70. Why get rid of Brown when he makes every play? It's unsustainable. It's toxic. 49ers did beat the Eagles' ass. Do you like your coach? Yeah, I'm okay with KOC. I hate our GM. Told you all the Niners had this. God, the Eagles are so pathetic. The Eagles actually scored a little bit more than I thought they would to lose this game. But I said I could see the Eagles' offense potatoing, and they completely potatoed in the second half. Is it true that you were a Titans fan before? Or was that a myth people were spreading? Only you spreading that. The Bills in the upcoming draft, we need some speed on the outside for wide receiver. We need to draft defense. They need literally everything. That's a very flawed team. But defense, I would go defense. No, not confirmed. Not confirmed. Just interviewing. The Vikings cannot fix Josh Dobbs. It's a great day when the Eagles lose. Bears. Just Bears. So, yeah. I thought Jacksonville played okay. Nice win for Buffalo. Did you see that speech that lady gave to the reporter gave to Liam Cohen to keep his head up? That was a really nice post-game speech. You know, should be proud of how they played. They played well over there. Is Ward a bust? No. How'd your picks go so far this week? I went 4 out of 5. Only wrong game was Eagles over the Niners. I missed that one, and I missed the Jaguars. I had the Jaguars. I flipped back and forth between the Jags and the Bills. I landed on the Jags. And I had the Jags winning 2 games, and I now have the Bills winning 2. I said whoever wins Bills-Jags are going to win 2 games unless they kill each other, and they may have nearly killed Josh Allen, so to be deed, but I still think I like the Bills to win 2 games now. I have the Texans-Rams in the Super Bowl. Those are staying safe. Bear down. I put on a tier list. Here are the 4 teams that I put in amazing. The Colts, the Steelers, the 49ers, and the Bills. I don't know why the Colts are in there. T-Law sold once again. I wouldn't say that goes, Tunner. He was T-Law, baby. He was up and down. Little up and down. He was an Oilers fan. Oh, God. I could never root for a Canadian team. Dak is very good and Hurts isn't. Eagles won't be able to keep building an elite team around him anymore. Jerry and Steven say dumb shit and dumb fans buy into what they say. That is true. But he is expensive. I'm just talking about dead cap number. It's just a huge dead cap number. Buffalo is so stupid to be trading for A.J. Brown. We don't need another Devo like him. That's why I audibled. Flores schemes are nice. Losing him is going to be tough if it happens. I agree. We'll bring in Raheem Morris. I hope the Bears beat the Rams. I don't. I have the Rams winning the Super Bowl, so I don't, bravo. Because they didn't play anybody, Colt, like, the week 18 is not a real week unless both teams play. Oh, the Oilers. Oh, Houston Oilers. I thought you meant hockey. Hilarious. I even forgot. See, I forgot about the Houston Oilers. God. Great uniforms. Absolutely not. Great uniforms. So I hate the Titans for wearing the Houston Oilers. You're not the Houston team. The Texans get those. Fuck off. At least A.J. Brown is good at what he does. Sometimes Diggs isn't the same player anymore. Diggs again. Where was he tonight? Was he in jail? Rams have the easiest path for the Super Bowl. I mean, they have to go on the road 3 times, so no. The Seattle Seahawks have the easiest path. They got to play a dead Seahawks, dead 49ers, and then they either get to host the Rams or the Bears. Seahawks have a very easy path to the Super Bowl. Who's the Vikings starting quarterback next year? Probably J.J. McCarthy. If not, Joe Burrow. Seahawks might beat the Rams, though. They might beat the Rams. They could lose to the Rams. They split. Bills had an elite wide receiver in their hands before getting Diggs. That pick was Justin Jefferson. Yeah, but they didn't know it was Justin Jefferson, and he happened to fall to them. We got lucky that Howie Roseman drafted Jalen Reagor. I'm not going to say we didn't get lucky that Howie Roseman made his worst ever draft pick, taking Jalen Reagor over Justin Jefferson. The NFL fucked up letting us in the playoffs. Okay, Jose. Also, the Tennessee Titans take out 26 score against 9. What are you doing, Kansas City? The Titans are taking your guy Mahomes. I'm not taking Mahomes. Welcome to the NFC West Invitational featuring the Bears. I agree, Ghost Hunter. So I said the Bears because they were so dog shit against the Packers, and they're out of it, and we're just going to play 2 rubber matches. We're just going to play rubber matches. Seahawks-Niners, rubber match. Whoever wins the rubber match plays the Rams. If it's the Niners, rubber match. If it's the Seahawks, rubber match. Whoever wins the NFC West gets to go to the Super Bowl. That's how it works. I'm all for it. The Bills need everything, especially edge. McCarthy is a bust. Way too early to say that, Mark. He was pretty good when he was healthy and played at the end of the year. Us versus the world. I think a lot of people like Drake. People like Drake May. Don't make everybody hate the Boston fans again. Did the Titans mess up firing Vrabel? Absolutely. Howie fumbled a lot of first before getting better at drafting. Okay, early Howie maybe. I don't know. Recent, I should say this decade, Howie. Howie put together a great team in 17. Like, since 2015, I'd have to look at Howie's drafts. Packers need a rebuild. Packers do. Cleveland wouldn't make it to the playoffs. Let's go. Pats, they won. They did. Rams better hope Stafford hand is okay. Yeah, I haven't heard an update. I heard it's okay. Skipped your Diggs message. Did I? I saw the Oilers. No, your last message is Oilers. I don't see any Diggs message. Titans fire Vrabel. I didn't see your Diggs message. This was way up there. How are the Chargers an NFL team? Their offensive line is terrible. Who's my MVP pick? Matt Stafford. If 49ers played Bears for the NFC title, I'd have to root for a QB who rocks nail polish, and that would be the end of it. Yeah, you'd have to be rooting for Fabulous. Maybe root for the Meteor. Maybe the Meteor would hit. It would be fabulous. Zin wants Caleb to win just for the memes. So let's see. Let's look at the schedule. We still have Steelers-Texans tomorrow. I like the Texans. Their defense is scary. Very scary. What is the weather like in Pittsburgh tomorrow? 46? What are we looking at? We're looking at tomorrow night. Texans win by 10. No, 46. There you go. His Diggs message is not there for me either. Okay, he's making it up. So Diggs strangled his personal chef, a lady. Yeah, YouTube didn't let you send that. Since he's asked to be paid, I said that was very ironic. That's something. Yeah, going to jail. Steelers getting killed. Here's my question. Why is everyone like feeding over the Chiefs when they lose to the two? Okay, I don't want to have to explain football to you. That's too much of a task I have to undertake right now to explain all that. That's not how that works. Could Justin Jefferson get traded? He could. He won't, but he could. 23-13. Oh, there you go. What makes sense for the Bills to do this offseason? I don't know. Get better, Matthew. Get better. Don't worry. When we get to the offseason, I will have something for I will have everybody's offseason plans. I'm focused on the season. Even though my team's not playing, we are in season still, boys. Don't worry. When the offseason gets here, we lock in for the offseason. Trade Josh Allen. Trade him to Dallas. Trade him to the Cowboys. How long am I live tonight? Probably going to be wrapping up here soon, Jose. We'll be live again Wednesday. Wednesday night, we'll be doing divisional round picks. Probably Wednesday. I don't know. I have to figure out the schedule for next week. But I'll probably be wrapping up here soon. We went through the games. Still got Steelers. I might go live tomorrow night right after Steelers-Texans real quick. Maybe like a 30-minute stream. So be on the lookout for that. I'll let you know. Herbert broke my heart tonight. Dwayne, it wasn't Herbert's fault. It was the offensive line, man. They were just really, really bad. Jen is dead money if he was traded in the offseason, like $73 million. I don't think it's quite that. The trade numbers are less than the cut. I have work to do, and I need you to carry me. I'm sorry, Jose. Sorry. I have sleep to do. Also, I have to sleep. Did the Vikings have a Pro Bowl? No, they didn't, and they still went 9-8. Very impressive. Josh Allen can be Patty's backup. True. Yeah, Jags will trace Josh Hines Allen. Yes. Josh Hines Allen had a sack on Josh Allen today. Love it. Allen to Dallas for Dak. Yes. Chargers have a good defense, bro. Herbert choked. Dwayne, we were not watching the same football game if you think Herbert choked tonight. The offensive line was abysmal. Criminal. Herbert was the only reason they were competitive tonight. Yes, we know you're not. It's a troll, Matt. It's a troll. Bears are probably going to eat the Rams up if they play. They are playing. I don't think they're going to eat them up. Bet the farm on the Steelers. Free thinker. Riding with the Steelers. No Pro Bowlers for the Vikings this year, which is wild because Reichard, the kicker. Reichard was first team All-Pro. Sorry, Cowboys fans. Reichard was a better kicker than Brandon Aubrey this year. That's why he got first team All-Pro. He should have been a Pro Bowler. I'm trying to pass out by 1:30 a.m. Eastern. Well, you're getting close to 1:30 a.m. Eastern. You're getting close. You're not super close. Like an hour 45 away. Bills need Nathan Peterman back. True. I would love for Scooter McGruger to have to cheer for Josh Allen after saying Dak is better than Josh Allen for years. That would That would be something. Herbert needs to go to a different team. I think they just need to be healthy. He lost his 2 all-pro left tackles. Bet the crops on the Steelers. Like the Vikings. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Herbert. I wanted to trade for Herbert when we signed KOC. When we signed KOC and when Harbaugh took over. Oh, it was when Harbaugh took over and we had that pick. I was like, let's trade for Herbert and let Harbaugh take McCarthy. But I really, really wanted to trade for Drake May. Ravens have 6 Pro Bowlers. I don't know how. Kyle Hamilton? Derrick Henry should be a Pro Bowler. Derrick Henry ran for 1,600 yards. Derrick Henry's a Pro Bowler. Is Herbert a top 15 QB? Yes. Is that too high? I hope McManus got left in Chicago. He probably did. Do you have a Discord? I do have a Discord, Evil. Thank you. Shout out, boys. JJ's buns, though. He was good when he was healthy. Head over to my channel. Look at the channel. Look at our beautiful channel. Head over to After the Review Sports. We have a link. We have a Discord. Hooray. So click the link. Join the Discord. I'm not super active on there. I post all my videos. It lets you know when I post a video, though. So you can see that. But if we want to get more active, if we get more people in there being active, I will eventually be more active in there. So if you want to join the Discord, check it out. I also got Twitch. I play College Football 26 over there. We are in the national semifinals, boys, against the team that has won 5 out of the last 6 national championships. Or no, 4 out of the last 5 national championships in our dynasty this year. And I think we're going to catch them this year. We have a very good squad. That's the thing, Tyler. McMahon has never made it to Chicago. Great one. Ghost Hunter. Trade Aubrey while we're at it. Having a competent kicker is a bad thing because majority of coaches will call plays conservative like shoddy. Until you see you need your kicker to make a kick, which he will. McManus is anus. Caleb top 10 right now? I would have to say, I don't know. Caleb's still horrible from the pocket. He was still 50% comp last night. Your take on Fernando Mendoza, he's going to be fun. He's going to be good. He's solid. He's cocaine Kirk Cousins. He feels like a more mobile Jared Goff, which is good because Jared Goff is very unmobile. What about James Cook? Why is he not all-pro? He won the rushing title. I felt like it was kind of a compiler thing and not an explosive thing. Maybe Indiana by 1 billion. I don't see anybody beating the Hoosiers. Who's the best kicker in the draft or free agency? I need Green Bay to get them. The guy from there's no good free agent kickers ever. The guy from Ole Miss, I forget his name. The kicker from Ole Miss is good. Is Centel, the Oklahoma kicker, is he in the draft? I don't know. Oklahoma's kicker is also a stud. Guys, give us Josh Allen. We need more. You could have Daniel Jones. Indiana. Don't worry, I'll post Travis. Jesus Christ, Evil. It's not even going to be close. I agree, Gord. Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers. I don't like Zay Flowers. I like Kyle Hamilton. Tyler Linderbaum and your long snapper beat us. I know our long snapper was second team All-Pro. Bastard. If you have to rely on my kicker as a coach, it means I failed my team. I mean, sometimes you need the kicker. Also, that guy who said Little never missed a kick's cursed him bad. True. But they also should have never had that kick. I know, yes, in the last stream. They also shouldn't have got that kick. They didn't get that play off. That was not an offside. Like, the play was dead. That should have just been halftime. I don't know if he's going to be good on the Raiders. I think he'll be okay. Depends who they hire. Why is Goff immobile? Because he's slow. He's got to stick up his ass. I don't know. James Cook was, later free thinker. James Cook shouldn't have won the rushing champion. Yeah, what did he win by like 16 yards or something like that over Henry? It was very close. Luke Skull Vikes. Bill, you don't need Josh Allen for next season. Tell me about kickers. Yeah, hey, Prater was good today with the bad quad. So good for Prater. He didn't miss his kicks. Do you ever share these with your family or coworkers, Ray? Yeah, I mean, they watch sometimes. Goff is basically a statue. Yes. Bears had a 4% chance to win at halftime, and they ended up winning. I don't know if it was at halftime. They had a 4% chance to win with like 4 minutes left. Kickers equal bad. Google says the best kickers in the draft is Florida's, Oklahoma's, Hawaii's, and Michigan's. I don't know about Hawaii's kicker. Florida has a good kicker. We should have 2 Super Bowls. Everybody should have 2 Super Bowls. Who was the Vikings starting running back this year? Was he good? It was Aaron Jones. It was Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason. And they were both solid, but Aaron Jones getting up there. No, it was his Achilles. It wasn't even his ankle. Vikings could just fix Justin Fields. I would literally scream. I'd sign the Hawaii kicker just for the vibes. Oh, I know the Hawaii kicker. He's from Japan. He learned how to kick off of YouTube. He's a Japanese guy. He learned how to kick off of YouTube. He's got big Younghoe Koo vibes. He kicked a game winner against Stanford, too. Florida had an elite kicker last year as well. Loop, right? Loop from Florida. Who was the game of the week, you think? Best game? I think the best game was the Panthers Rams. I think the most entertaining game was Packers Chicago. I don't think it was the best game, but I think it was the most entertaining. Trade Aaron. Justin Fields needs to switch to running back or wide receiver. Even better. I know. Andy Borealis, best kicker in New England Nation. Andy Borealis is fine. He's not anywhere close to the best kicker in the NFL. Here's what we need for next season. Receiver, the Jacksonville Jags. Yeah, you just need all the best players. Duh. If Justin Tucker can come back for the Packers, just need some good massages. I don't know what Voodoo McCaffrey did this offseason, but everyone on the team got hurt except him. He's the one reliable player. You just dig some Taj. Don't do that. Give me the Hawaii kicker on the Packers. My guy's going to freeze to death. Unless he's from, like, Hokkaido, where, like, snows like crazy in Japan. I don't know how cold, like, most is. What if he's from, like, the islands where it's hot? I don't want a cold. I want a cold kicker. You want the Michigan kicker. Oh, Fitzgerald. Ryan Fitzgerald. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm not locked in on fucking college kickers when they're drafted. Some of them. Obviously, I know where my kicker went. Packers Bear was the most good game so far. Your cousin is Dalton Kincaid. Lit. He had a touchdown today, didn't he? Didn't Kincaid get the touchdown? Or was it Knox? Lit. He'll be fine. Need immaculate vibes. Blair Wall. Still say that name. That's my specialty. Aggressive. I hope he pulls a hammy next game versus Seattle and can't play, but it's not super serious. Diabolical work. No, I want good football. Which tight end should the Vikings replace trash-ass Hawk with? Good question. Probably just going to roll with the idiots we have currently. Going to roll with the potato gang and save money on Hawk, but we're probably going to cut Hawk. Okay, Bills-Patriots AFC Championship game. Oh, boy. Fun rematch. Kincaid got the touchdown, y'all. No, I know. NFC North next year about to be a really tough division to win. It's been a tough division the last 3 years, Jordan, but yes. Guys, the worst mascot ever is the 49er. I call him Smell My Feet. That's aggressive. Vikings should trade for Jake Ferguson. He's a perfect fit. Jake Ferguson is a perfect fit, but he's also expensive. We don't have money. We're poor. We're trying to trade for Joe Burrow. It's expensive. Vikings are junk. That's crazy, Hockey Review. I didn't know 9-8 was junk. Unless you're the Lions. Peace out, Matt. Good luck next weekend. All right, guys. So Bills, Broncos, and 49ers, Seahawks are the 2 Saturday games. We do not know the times of those games. And then we got Rams, Chicago, and then winner of Steelers, Texans taking on the Patriots in New England for the Sunday game. So doubling up. I think we're going to live stream again Saturday, boys. I know the Patriots fans are going to cry, but we're going to live stream. I think we're going to live stream Saturday. Do we want to live? I think we'll live stream the Niners-Seahawks game. We live streamed it once this year. We're going to live stream that game. Maybe we'll do Buffalo, Denver, TBD. We'll TBD it. Maybe we'll do both. So we'll see. We'll see what we're doing there, but lots of fun this week. Video, shorts, live streams throughout the week. I got to figure out the schedule. I don't know the schedule, guys. I think the Vikings should use their third or second on a tight end, use a first on a corner. Very good options. He also doesn't give you any yak, and for that reason, I want to trade his ass. Well, we are immaculate and not getting yak from our tight ends. Jose, I'm doing my best. John Harbaugh would be nice in Atlanta. Yeah, just he's not going to Atlanta. It's Miami. It's Miami or the Giants unless something opens up like Philly or Green Bay. DA. 2 big duties. Pats don't play the Rams. No, the Pats play the Texans or the Steelers? Ryan Fitzgerald was the Florida League kicker. Yeah. Y'all hit the like button or else your OC will be the Eagles OC. That is true. Hit the like button or Jalen Hurts will be your team's quarterback. Also, only dumbasses blame the game on Love. I mean, it was Love. It was the kicker. It was Matt LaFleur. It was everybody. Everybody was awful, Tyler. Everybody was awful. Pats play the winner of tomorrow's game. Yes. If I'm the Titans, I'd hire Saleh as the head coach. McDaniels is the OC. That would be interesting. I kind of like Mike McCarthy for Tennessee. They need Mike McCarthy will get them to like 9 or 10 wins. And the Titans just kind of need that consistency. And then they can hire somebody else and they'll get over the hump. Yes, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Or Matt Eberflus will become your head coach. Puck the fact. Yeah, do not Seahawks, Niners. I might do both, guys. Maybe I'll do second half of Bills, Broncos, and then do Niners, Seahawks. Maybe we'll have a longer stream next Saturday. It is the divisional round. We'll have fun. Eagles always getting out coached. McCarthy as a head coach and Chase Carey as OC for the culture. True. Even as an OU guy, yeah, it's so hard to defend Hurts right now. Yeah, Hurts isn't even OU guy. He's a Bama guy. 1 year doesn't count. Baker's the only Oklahoma quarterback in the NFL. You got to play 2 years. Hurts is 5 packs of ass. We smoking on that Hurts back. He's an OU guy. Baker's your only guy. Just ride or die with Baker. Don't claim, nobody wants to claim Kyler Murray. Y'all can have Kyler Murray. A&M don't want him. Oklahoma, nobody wants Kyler Murray. So it should be good games next weekend. Don't forget about Sam Bradford. Sam Bradford's a guy who was good when healthy. Okay, cool thing. Yeah, nobody wants Kyler Murray. Over there. So we'll be live again this week. Might be live tomorrow night. We'll see if the game is good tomorrow night. If the game is good and crazy, I will be live tomorrow night. That's a guarantee. If it's a close, fun, good game tomorrow night, I'll be live. If it's like tonight's game, not going to be live tomorrow night. Activision wants Kyler Murray. Peak wants Dak if Cowboys move on. Yeah, I'm okay with Dak. Dak's fine. I like Dak. I think Dak's good. Sam Bradford is Ski Mask Hall of Fame. Yeah, the injuries got to him. Sam Bradford was good when he played. Vikings win the Super Bowl in 2017 if he stayed healthy, no joke. I don't know. Maybe. Definitely. He came back and was just bad he was bad at that Bears game he came back in, but maybe because he was out of it. Case Keenum had his limitations, but Case Keenum also moved the pocket. Our offensive line wasn't that good. And he threw a super good high jump ball, which is what Diggs and Thielen feasted on. They feasted on contested catches. Tonight was a great defensive game. I think it was kind of a really bad offensive game. I don't think it was a great defensive game. But to Poet, let her know. We'll see. Well, you'll know about Todd. He's saying, I know nothing. Jose hit the bowl too hard for the dubs. Well, you're going to be passing out too. Night Zay, I know I'm evil for praying Jerry and Steven Jones are both on the FC list. It doesn't matter. It's never coming out anyway. That's going to do it for us tonight, guys. We'll be live again. If it's a good game tomorrow night, we'll be live shortly after that game tomorrow night. Otherwise, I'm shooting for Wednesday or Thursday. I'm starting to lean towards Thursday a little bit closer to the games since there's no Thursday night games anymore. So maybe a Thursday stream, break down the divisional round, and then we'll go live Saturday. I'm thinking second half of the Bills-Broncos game, and then we'll do all of the 49ers-Seahawks game. So have a good night, guys. Stay safe. Have a great week out there. If you got to work, do the work. If you got school, kick ass. Hit your grades. If your team lost this weekend, welcome to the pit of misery with the rest of us. If your team survived in advance, may the odds ever be in your favor. Like, subscribe, and share.